just goes all the way to the courts. It goes far, and it looks like I'm going to lose the case. But then the test results come back, and it's someone else's jizz and piss. Like, multiple people went in there. There's so many people have jizzed and pissed in that room that they're like, well, it's inconclusive. There's too many jizzes and pisses.
Yeah.
And they have to let me go. How fucking funny would that be? Like, it goes like...
that's the jizz and piss house?
Yeah. Everyone would go to that house and be like, that's jizz and piss house. And they drive past it laughing.
That person's got to deal with jizz and piss house?
That person just burns their house down.
Three, 2, 1. And hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Without a Straight Man. I'm Lou.
And I'm Addy.
We are a queer comedic... See, I didn't bring the Post-it.
We are a queer comedic podcast.
Storytelling podcast.
Without a straight man.
Yeah.
We did it. We did it, everyone. See, we're semi-professional.
Yeah. I was like, I thought about that Post-it a couple times in between, like, coming down here and hitting record.
We might want to put it, what would be a good idea? I guess we'll do this after the fact.
Yeah,
put it in the box
basket.
with the recorder.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We could literally just pin it in the box in the recorder, and that way we'll always have it.
You're smart. You're always thinking fourth dimensionally when it comes to those things.
I'm a very,
and I appreciate that.
very smart MB, you know?
So you have 2 lamps in your room, and it's looking pretty nice up there, and I'm, like, pretty jealous. I think I'm going to have to get a second lamp.
Can I set the stage for everyone here?
Yeah.
We have no, lights, I don't know, internal lighting here?
Yeah, we have, a couple lights in the kitchen.
In the bathrooms, and that's it.
Yeah, and the hall light in the upstairs. But, the living room and the bedrooms do not have,
no ceiling
lights.
Yeah. So, we have to live or die on lamps here, and I think the one I got, you gave me, right? You gave me that lamp.
Yes. Ryan's apartment, his bedroom doesn't even have a light switch.
Are you fine? That's hilarious. So he just has to.
If anybody wants to know what it's like to be not middle class, but not maybe necessarily working poor, but
poor shitty outlets and poor lighting situation.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have decent windows. At least it's not great, but they're not horrible.
Yeah.
We can open our windows up and the lighting in here is not bad. But beyond that, the lighting is awful, especially in the bathrooms. It's so bad.
It's not good.
But, I write. I like to write. I like to fucking dick around in my little binder and shit. And I'm a blind motherfucker. I wear glasses. You know this.
Yeah.
I'm just blind as shit, and it's worse when it's dark. And I've noticed the older I get, when I was younger, I still like to do this occasionally with the right game. Only when I'm playing console, mind you. I can't do it on the PC anymore. But I like to play certain games with the lights out because it's rad. I can't do it on the computer anymore, though, because occasionally I need it. To be fair, it's the keyboard, too. The lighting on the keyboard's garbage.
Yeah.
I have a backlit keyboard, but it's shitty backlighting.
When you turn on the MacBook, the keys don't light up at first. They only turn on after you enter in your password.
That's the stupidest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
It's dumb. I will never understand any of Apple's decisions to do anything.
I don't understand any decisions that anyone makes anymore.
Tim Apple, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, answer for this, Tim Apple.
Tim Apple, answer the question. So, okay.
Yeah, so you got the 2 lamps.
Yeah, well, I needed a light. It was rough. Let me tell you something about fucking lamps, right? Can we talk? Can we talk about
lamps?
Is that what we're going to talk about?
Yeah, we're going to start with lamps. All right.
We got to start with lamps here because this is a whole fucking scheme industry. So I go to buy a lamp and I'm just I'm going to get a table lamp. Because really, at the end of the day, I just I just need a lamp to read and write.
Yeah.
So I'll get a table lamp to put on my end table. That makes sense. And it's probably going to be cheaper in my head, right? Yeah. No, it's not cheaper. So, okay. The stand-up light that I ended up getting, because I just have 2 stand-up lights now. One of the ones with the dual little baby lights, the reading lights. Mm-hmm. That was $11. For a full lamp, 2 shades, $11, right?
Everything. You got the whole kit and the caboodle.
I'm about to go full boomer, guys. I'm about to break down pricing here. So I wanted a fucking table lamp. So I'm looking at those. What do you think the standard price for a table lamp is?
I remember just trying to get anything for my nightstand. It was at least $15 or so.
Yeah. Well, yes and no. I mean, you can buy a lamp for $10.
Oh, fair.
Except no shade.
No shade?
No, that is an additional $12. The shade is actually more expensive than the lamp. Unless you want a shitty, tiny little baby shade, which won't fit any conventional light bulb. If you want one of those, then of course you can get the $9 shade, but it will only fit those stupid fucking light bulbs that literally almost no lamp takes. It's a fucking scheme. I'm sorry, but
it's a conspiracy. You think big lamp?
When I buy
big shade.
Okay.
Big lamp shade.
Yeah, it's literally big lamp. It's big fucking lamp.
Big lamp coming at you.
Mr. Lamp is like fucking fixing the prices and shit here.
We need to unionize against lamps.
This is a monopoly, man. This is a problem. Like, we need to get like the fucking the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. We need to get the FTC on this shit because listen.
Shit! Is that what the? Oh shit! Those are the. Oh
yeah,
shit!
Federal Trade Commission
is the FTC. It's the I'm not the brightest, y'all.
No, you're good. It's the FTC and there's FCC.
Yeah.
The Federal Communication something.
Commission, probably.
Yep, commission. That sounds right.
You just broke it down for me really well, and I appreciate it.
I gotta say thank you to Vosh. Like, I knew that information, but Vosh has kind of explained how to explain things easily to me.
Yeah, he has. I've learned a lot from him.
I can now break shit, because remember before it would take me 20 hours to give you an explanation for anything. Now, especially with political shit, I can just kind of break it down. Simple terms.
Remember when I told you that I was going to become uncomfortably high?
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortably high.
It's all good. I am still very comfortably high, so I can steer the ship a little bit.
I regret, but also don't regret.
I kind of want to get uncomfortably high, but we'll see, because it's snowing right now. So my night might be open to me getting uncomfortably high. We will see what happens.
Might be.
Fuck Missouri, y'all. So, yeah, no, Big Lamp, fucking Mr. Lamp is over here fixing the fucking prices. When I buy a storage bin, okay, plastic bin, the lid is included in the price.
Yeah, it is, usually, yeah.
Yeah, almost always, very rarely. When I don't know, man, when I buy like a lot of shit, usually the things that I need it to work with, they're there. Like, the item is there. But they're selling lampshades separately, like, as if you don't fucking need a lampshade. What Hoosier motherfucker doesn't use a lampshade? You know, crackheads. Like, people who work in meth labs. Like, that's who don't use lampshades, okay? Like, fucking, like, or like a photographer, I guess. So, like, meth addicts and photographers are, like, the only people. Even photographers.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Same difference.
Ryan's crying in the
Ryan's
corner.
Ryan's, like, or confused, just very confused. It makes me angry. I just don't listen. It's just
big lamp
fucking it up. Charge $15 and give me the shade. Like, if you're gonna fucking fuck me, at least just round it up $5 instead of the fucking $22 it is now. Because the shade, I'm sorry, shade is not worth $12. What is the fucking shade made out of? What material did you fucking use that is worth $12? I want to know. I want to know. Fuck you, Big Lamp.
I don't know. It does sound a little bit like a conspiracy.
It is. It just like, if I buy a blender, they don't make me buy the goddamn blender cup separate. You know what I mean? Like, it fucking pisses me off. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I know I get like, I'm getting like real worked up about this, but like,
I was just, while you were saying that, I was like, oh, it'd be so wild though if you did have to pay for the lid to a container. Like, what if each container had like, there were like 3 different lids?
Don't give them ideas.
All right, so like 3 different lids for the container, okay? And so like one is like, okay, so you pay like $10 for the container, and then a lid is $5 on top of it. Okay, so there's like a regular lid. Okay, no, so the regular lid is $5. Then you can get like this lid that has like the snappy sides.
Yeah.
All right, that's like $12. Or then you can get one with the snappy sides, plus it's got like an extra storage container on top that's got like a flippy top.
Or you can pay an additional $5 on top of that, and you can get a little slot in it for Valentine's Day cards, like, you know, just or mail. You can just make it a mailbox.
I hate that the society I grew up in is like, come up with that idea.
Yeah.
Come up with that idea. And it's funny.
Someone's gonna do it.
It's the worst timeline.
I hate it. We're gonna be driving down the road. What are you gonna do when we're driving down the road one day and we see someone who has a storage bin with a slot cut in it for mailbox, and their like address is just painted on the side? Because we live in an area.
So you meant, okay, hold on, wait up.
I was talking about like a storage bin. Someone takes a storage bin, cuts a slot in the hole. Or the company sells it with, like, the slot.
See, in my mind, it was a little, like, drawer. Which now that I'm thinking about it, makes no fucking sense.
Big storage bin over here. Big storage bin, advancing the technology of storage bins. We got a little drawer within the storage bin and a slot on top for mail. And there's a little trash bin accessory you can put your dog's poo in.
Does it make pancakes and give me a blowjob?
Yeah, well,
too?
if you're willing to pay an additional $5.99, yeah, of course.
A month though,
Yeah,
right?
a month. Yeah,
Because then the blowjob machine.
Subscription.
Yeah, the blowjob machine shuts down.
It's like Sirius Radio. Like you could buy a Sirius Radio, but you got to keep that subscription up.
Otherwise, I'll fucking call you.
Yeah.
Send it. You fucking get so much mail. It's like fucking. It's
Dog,
like fucking Harry Potter
once
getting
they
the
get
fucking
your
Hogwarts
number,
letter.
Once they get your number, you gotta fight. You gotta fight for your fucking life to get off that call list.
Right?
I literally had to cuss out so many different people that I lost track, and finally the last person's like, "Fine, I'll just take your name off the list. We'll never call you again." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I've been fucking asking for." They said it like it was like a threat.
Yeah.
Well, we just won't ever call you again.
Yeah.
You'll never work with Sirius again. And I'm like, good. Yes, please do that.
I remember Tyler was stupid when he first got his car and he signed up for the free trial. And then afterwards, they would call and harass him, but he would get mail from them constantly. And I always used to call him Harry Potter and be like, it's your Hogwarts letter. It's your Hogwarts letter. They're coming for you. Yeah. I just, what if you had to like pay, like what if you could pay a subscription fee to get a bunch of different lampshades? Like every month you get a different lampshade.
Pay us $20 a month and we'll send you 2 lampshades of different colors. And we'll throw in a bonus lampshade of a character you like.
Order now, and we will send you a light bulb with each lampshade.
It'll be a different wattage each time.
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
Yeah. It's the shittiest light bulb.
It's like a 10-watt fucking light, but you can't even fucking use it to read. Like fucking, what the
like
fuck?
a candle would illuminate the
Yeah.
room more.
No, holding up a lighter would just like, oh, I can see now better.
Yeah.
You know, when I was younger, I did want to do that Loot Crate thing for a while.
I thought about doing that all the time
Yeah.
but I was just like, ugh, I don't know if I can like commit.
My issue now is I'm in a place where I'm so cynical that I wouldn't like any of the stuff they sent me, even if I did.
Yeah.
Like even if financially, like we were making like tons of money and we could afford it. I just feel like if I were to order it, I would just get mad every single month because it would be like Marvel or Star Wars,
Rick and Morty,
like Animu, and like none of the Animu I even like because I just. I'm going to be honest, I've just kind of given up on following the trends. I just don't keep up. My buddy asked me, like, what anime you watch? I don't fucking know.
I get so aggravated at work sometimes because people be like, what are you watching? And I'm like, fucking movies that are fucking 80 years old. Get out of my face. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm not a dick about it, like in IRL, but like,
There's just so much
it's
shit
just
out
like,
there.
I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I feel like, and I know that maybe I should, but like, I also don't.
Yeah.
I just don't.
No.
I don't care. And it's because it's all shit.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Where I'm just like, oh, and then this is gonna happen.
Like we
this
get
is
excited
gonna
when
happen.
something good comes out. Like we both will get collectively excited if like something good
Yeah.
gets announced. But the problem is nothing good gets announced anymore. It's like, hey, this is Marvel number 79. You want to go see Marvel number 79? What's it about? It's about Marvel hero fighting Marvel villain, and hero will overcome evil. And yeah, that's the movie. Oh, okay, no. Would you want to go see the next Star Wars? Okay, what's the next Star Wars about? Well, it's about a Star Wars.
It's about a Star Wars.
Yeah, it's gonna
where
be the most.
every 90 seconds, a problem we presented and solved within those 90 seconds, and you will move on to the next scene where, for some reason, you don't remember anything that happened in the previous scene or any of the previous scenes.
Oh.
Nor will the scene that you're in now link to the future scenes in which you are watching.
They won't even bring it up, in fact.
Yeah.
It might as well not have even happened. Yeah. Oh, and Leia will fly through space. I hope they just keep putting that footage in every Star Wars movie in the future.
Was it in Skywalker?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wish it was.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I don't remember that movie at all.
Skywalker would be better if the whole movie was just a loop of Leia flying through fucking space. Like, I would actually enjoy that more.
A better movie than...
It's like a 3-hour-long loop of fucking Princess Leia just shooting through space like she's Mary Poppins with the Mary Poppins music playing. No, or the Superman theme song. The Superman theme song would also be acceptable in that case.
What about the SpongeBob music from the?
Yeah, that would also be acceptable.
Or wah 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 na 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 na.
Directed by Ryan Johnson.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd
yep.
be great.
Holy shit.
There's so much garbage out there and so much shit, man. So much fucking shit. I just
Or holy crap, I guess. Remember? Like, that's, can't say that, but my mom's listening. She'll be offended.
Okay. You got to tell the crap story, dude.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh, my God. You got to tell the fucking crap story.
So, like, all right, I'll tell that story. All right, it's short, but, like, okay, so the first time I ever cursed in front of my mom, I think I was, like, 12 or 13, right?
I think so, yeah. Your mom was a fucking hard ass.
My mom was, for such a big ass, it was mighty hard.
Yeah.
So, I'm, like, sitting at the window. So, like, I grew up, I learned to be very nosy about my neighbors when I was growing up. And so I was like spying on the neighbors, and my mom was spying on the neighbors with me, like, oh, what are they doing? I think they got a new car. What's going on?
Are they shit talking us?
Yeah, are they fucking out there plotting against us?
Are they gonna cut our fucking Christmas lights this year?
Yeah, something like that. Did I ever talk about that?
The Christmas lights? Ooh, I don't know, but you should. Well, save it for Christmas.
Yeah, I'll save it for a different time.
Save it for a very special WASM Christmas.
Yes, something to look forward to at the end of the year. Stick with us, guys. Like, subscribe, share. Subscribe to our Patreon if we have one in the future and you're listening to this in the future from the past. Subscribe to all the things. Anyway, everything. How do I fucking time proof? How do I time proof this piece?
Linktree / without a straight man.
Yeah, there you go. You did it. You're amazing.
Woo.
So we're spying on the neighbors, and so they clock us. Okay, they look up in the window, and you could probably tell that we're looking out at them. And I get down, I do a tuck and roll, and I go, oh, crap. And that was the first time I'd ever, quote, unquote, cursed in front of my mom. Now, I will say up until this point, I had never said, like, fuck, shit, titty, ass, piss, nothing like that. Crap, and I think damn at that point. And I said damn like one time. And I said it in front of my friends. And I was like, oh, my God, please don't tell my mom that I said this. She will literally kill me. And so I said it.
I'm sure that made you very popular.
Yeah. No. So I say that. And my mom just like, she like slow turns. And she just has like this fucking manic fucking like, let me see if I can like do it like I've almost forgotten, which I'm happy about. But like this like, it's like, you know what? I don't think I can do it.
It's like creepy, like
almost
not creepy, like this, like almost. I don't know.
You know, I can do the affect of the voice, which I think the face. I think the voice inflection says what the face would look like, which is she's like, "What did you just say?"
What did you just say?
Yeah, not like that. No. It was more so the way that my mom would do it. There was the shame and the guilt, like that I'm gonna feel for disobeying her, is like baked into the tail end of what she like everything is like everything. Whenever I would get caught for anything, it was always like, you know that you did something that you weren't supposed to do. The expectation was that I was never supposed to do anything that I wasn't supposed to do. Yep. And so I had said a curse word when I wasn't supposed to, and I knew that. She was really good at like, when you do something I don't like, I don't need to do anything to you. You'll do the work for me.
Yeah.
She got really good at that just by saying something like that. And I was like, nothing. And she was like, I don't ever want to hear you ever say a word like that again.
It's about instilling fear so you would do the work on yourself.
And I remember, I don't think I cursed in front of her until I was like in my 20s. I think I was like in my early 20s. Like I think I might have actually been out of college.
That's wild, man.
Yeah. I always took really good care. Well, like I didn't start cursing in front of my grandparents until like maybe a year or two ago.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me that. Actually.
Yeah, I just, and at first they did not like me using the fuck word. They always be like, why do you gotta say that? And I'm like, 'cause it's a fucking word, man. Like, chillax.
My dad was a little weird when I would say, to be fair, he told us that we could curse around him when we were 18. That was a big thing.
Yeah, I remember I got that. Yeah.
When you're 18, that's when you can curse in front of me. And
yeah.
I'm like, all right. My 18th birthday, I'm like, fuck, fuckity, fuck. Because by that point, I was saying, you remember, when I was a teenager, that's all I did was curse.
Yeah.
Every word
I don't
was
think
a
you've
curse.
changed.
No, not really. Like I probably learned a couple additional words to throw in there, but
just to spice it up.
Yeah, spice it up.
You want the stew to be variable and spicy.
Yeah, but you can definitely taste the fuck in there. Like, you can definitely
taste. The fuck is like the ghost pepper.
Yes.
And you got the spiciest stew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You tasting it. all 23 flavors. Like I'm Dr. Pepper.
Exactly.
I just cursed all the time. So like when I turned 18, it was just like natural to just be like, fuckity fuck. But he was a little like, oh my God, you cuss all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I learned it from watching you, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean I curse all the time? Also, like when I was younger, if I cursed by mistake, he thought it was funny, which gives you like, dopamine hit.
Yeah,
so, like,
sure.
You're going to like perform by accidentally cursing a couple times.
Yeah.
Although mom, though, never. Mom would bust my ass if I fucking...
I don't know, like with me and my dad, it was just never discussed. I didn't curse in front of my parents, so I never cursed in front of them. And then I just did when I would talk to them. But not like the thing was is I wasn't as free with my verbiage outside of my friend group or my house until I guess like COVID. And now I don't think there's any going back.
Yeah, once you rip that off, it's kind of hard to put back on.
But yeah, no. So that's So I said crap in front of my mom, and it was definitely like. I want to say I had a friend there with me, which is why she didn't fucking go, like, loco on my ass. Yeah, because I think I, like, loco on my ass. Who the fuck? What year is it? Anyway.
2013.
That's, like, 1990.
It had a resurgence,
like the year I came out.
Had a resurgence.
The year I came out. The year I was born.
Remember?
It's not my fault. I'm on drugs.
There was those Four Locos. They were like energy drinks. Yeah. So
there's a reference to that in BoJack in like the mid 2000s.
Because she gets him, I think, 16 Locos.
Yeah.
Like four pack Locos.
That's 16 Locos.
Yeah, which is an adequate amount of Locos. Finally, someone with an adequate amount. I just watched that episode the other day.
Nice.
I just had it on while I was writing. Watch that show, guys. BoJack Horseman.
That's the Halloween episode, right?
No, that is the episode where he fires her, actually.
Oh,
it goes
yeah,
into their history.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, there was someone there. So I think if someone hadn't been there,
you might have got your ass busted.
Yeah, it's possible. Or I at least like would have been like, you're grounded, or like something like that.
Would have got a harsher punishment than you
definitely, because mom needed to be the cool mom.
Always had to put on that face, or try to at least. Ugh, your fucking mom, dude.
Oh yeah, she was something. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's something we have in common.
Yeah.
Mothers who
who
like to
mom
control
and my mom
situations.
Yeah. What'd she do now?
Oh well, I guess I got a story. I mean, it's not fully related to your story.
Okay.
But speaking of controlling mothers.
Yeah.
This would have been, I want to say 8th grade.
All right.
Like tail end of 8th grade, maybe beginning of 9th grade. I want to say 8th grade though. So my mom at this point had been like, my dad and my mom had been separated for like 4 years at this point, because they got separated in like I think 5th grade, like middle of 5th grade year. So my mom liked to do this thing where she would like threaten to ground me and my sister.
Okay.
She started coming around the house more because she was like, I found out later she was living in O'Fallon. She'd been lying about it, by the way. She did not tell us that she was like living in the area that we were in.
Nice.
So she like wouldn't visit us, wouldn't do anything, say she was too far out, and like she was living down the street. Like right near the middle school, actually. Funny story. So that's funny, but So, okay. My mom liked to just show up randomly and try to like bust me and my sister. She like literally show up at the house. By the way, we didn't have our door didn't lock. It was fucked. Mm-hmm. So we never locked the door, and Dad took years to get that fixed. So my mom would just show up and go in our rooms and like go through our shit, stuff like that. I had a lizard that chased her out one time. Pretty funny. So there was like a string of her just doing this. Like one day I was downstairs with my like secret boyfriend, because we weren't out. Literally downstairs making the moves on him on a pool table. Like pretty great shit when you're an 8th grader. You feel so cool.
Oh yeah. Hey man, I was sucking cock in the forest in 8th grade, so I felt like a cool motherfucker too.
You do, dude, especially back then. You're like,
I had 2
I'm ahead of the game.
boyfriends sucking dicks.
Because you talk to other people and they're like, "Oh, I touched over the shirt," and you're like, "Yeah, well, I sucked dick on a pool table." Like, which you can't say because like if you're queer, you get fucking ran out of town back then. But like, doesn't matter.
You don't become the coolest person in 8th grade.
And I tell those stories now, and everyone's like horrified that I was doing that stuff when I was that age. So it's like, damn it, I can't even get cred now. Never gonna get cred.
My
for
favorite look is telling my my male friends who have female persuasioned individuals who are getting close to that age, and they're just like, how old did you say you were again?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I was 13, and they're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Every time I meet
I was like,
someone,
don't let your kids go on walks with their. You know what? Honestly, I could give you advice, but if kids want to suck cock and fuck, they're gonna do it, and they're gonna find a way to do it, and it's gonna be very creative.
My first boyfriend got like grounded for like months because of a little bit of arson.
Just some mild arson.
Yeah, it was a very stable, good relationship I was in. So. Like, because I was considered, like, the goody two-shoes friend, which is funny, because no other parent saw me as that. Only his parents saw me as, like, the good influence friend, which, to be fair, on him I was. But, like, every other friend that I had, I was the bad kid that no one's parents wanted to hang out with. So it was...
Same.
Yeah. It was always telling whose parents thought I was good, because that means that they were probably worse than my parents, which always concerned me. But his parents, it's hard to say if they were worse. They were worse to him, not necessarily his sisters. He would literally like get permission for me to come over for like 30 minutes. And we would just pretend like I was helping him with his homework. And we would like set shit up to make it sound like I was helping him with his homework. And really we're like sucking each other off and like doing shit like that. And we're like, we're in like, I think that would have been like, I think I would have been a freshman actually. I think I would have been a freshman when that happened.
Nice.
Yeah, freshman. Just wild shit like that.
Yeah, my first boyfriend was teaching me to skateboard.
There's always an excuse. Yeah, we had a lot of sleepovers because we're best friends.
I thought Tony Hawk was super hot, and so I'd taken an interest, and I used that as an excuse to say, "Oh, these boys are teaching me to skateboard," and then I would go in the forest and suck the dicks. So.
Yeah, you always need an excuse back then. You got to give them something.
I can't like be like, "Hey, mom, dad, I'm gonna go suck these guys off in the forest."
I would love to have seen my dad's face if I would have said that. I don't even know what my dad would have done. I don't think my dad would have addressed it. I feel like he just would have been like, "Okay," and just would have walked away.
Put his foot through the fucking coffee table. No explanation though.
Walks in his room, comes out 10 minutes later, gives me $50 and tells me to leave. Like, that was my dad's strategy. Would terrify the fuck out of me and then immediately come out and be like, I'm sorry, here's money, go leave. And it's like, okay.
Okay.
Normal childhood. So
your mom's coming around. She's secretly living in
up,
O'Fallon.
And I'm hanging out with my friend, Steven. And I feel comfortable saying his name. He won't care.
No.
So I'm hanging out with him. And it's like, I don't remember. We were off school. I don't remember if there was like a reason why, if it was the weekend. I feel like it was summer maybe.
Okay.
So it's like during the week and we're just hanging out. It's like early in the morning. And my mom called the house. Like real cunty. I don't remember what about, but she was being a fucking asshole about something. About something that wasn't even related to me. It was just being shitty to me about it. And I just got annoyed. And I don't remember, like, what I said. I feel like I just probably gave her attitude back. And she, like, starts yelling at me. And is like, you don't fucking give me attitude. I'll fucking ground you. And I said, no, you won't. You don't even live here. Only Dad can ground me. You don't have any power over it.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'll go over there and I'll bust your ass. And I said, do it, bitch. And I hung up the phone.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, I've never called my mom a bitch. When I was younger,
up until this point.
No, yeah, I was very terrified of my mother. Despite the fact that she was very small, me and my mom play fought a few times when I was younger. Because I don't know, I liked play fighting with my cousins. And I guess I talked shit to my mom. So we play fought. My mom kicked my ass. Not really. I want to be clear. She didn't like actually physically hurt me. We were like wrestling more than anything. Some people are going to hear that and be like, that is fucked up. And maybe it is. But like it wasn't. It was just play fighting. We weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
Except when I broke one of her nails and then she flipped me. Not hard, but like, yeah, she did flip me.
Oh, wow.
My mom knows how to defend herself. I'll give her that. Except for, when they're 400-pound bitches and she schedules her own ass beating. That's a story for later, though. So Steven's like there when I do this. I hang up the phone and we're giggling. She calls back. I fucking slam the phone, hang up again.
And this is at your house. You're at your house. Okay.
Yeah, it's at our house. And I'm just sitting there and we're laughing. So at the time, my mom drove this van, this really shitty black van.
Okay.
And it was really loud. It was the van. I don't know if I told this story on the podcast, but like my dad smashed the window out with a crowbar.
Okay.
So like there's a van with like a fucking plastic bag over the back window. And it's the muffler's like broke or something. I don't remember if the muffler was broke or what was up with
it's
it.
like Metal Militia.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was very much Metal Militia. So you could hear that motherfucker from like miles away.
Yeah.
You could hear that motherfucker from the highway from Dad's house. Like it was that fucking loud. And we're just sitting there and we're laughing and like 20 or 30 minutes pass. And I hear it. I hear the fucking band, and I want to preface this. My mother, even though she would show up to like bust us, she wouldn't come to pick us up to take us to go like to her house.
Oh my god.
Like
how sad.
Only 1 or 2 times I think she actually picked us up to take us to the city to go see her. My dad had to drive every single fucking time. So my mother never would come out for anything. I couldn't get this bitch to come out for like, I don't know, like if I would have win an award or something. I had to twist her hand just to come out to my one acts, which that was embarrassing. I had my grandmother come see me fucking perform as the Frog Prince. I don't want to talk about it, but like, oh my God.
You brought it up.
I did bring it up. So clearly, maybe subconsciously, but another time. So many another times. We got so many good stories, guys.
Yeah.
You should definitely fucking subscribe and
Yeah.
follow. So I hear it, and I just get real quiet, and I was like, oh, fuck. And Steven's like, what?
Oh, Lord, she coming.
I was like, oh, Lord. And Steven's like, what? Who's coming? And I'm like, my mom. That's my mom. And he's like, no. There's no way your fucking mom's going to come. And I was just like, and the noise gets louder and louder. And immediately I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh,
So
shit.
I'm like panicking at this point. And I'm like, what do we do? And Steven, surprisingly calm in the situation, is like, well, we need to get the fuck out of here. Does your mom have a key? And I was like, no, my mom doesn't have a key because no one has a key. So I immediately shut the door, and we had like a bolt lock on it. That's why we couldn't lock the door when everyone was gone. That's right, because we just had a bolt lock.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't like a bolt lock you could key. It was literally like when you went
Yeah, the slide.
Yeah, the slide
Yeah.
bolt lock. Thank you. So I push the door, slide lock it. We shut all the lights off.
Yeah.
She pulls up into the driveway. And there's nothing scarier than seeing this black fucking van pull up into the driveway after I just called her a bitch. And she drove, to my knowledge, she's in the city at this point. I don't realize that she's in O'Fallon.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, bitch just drove a 45-minute drive in 30 minutes to bust my ass, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm fucked.
You're like, this is the end times.
This is the end times. So she comes up to the door and just starts beating on it like she's Katarina and just open this fucking door. I know you're here. Screaming, cussing. And I'm trying not to either scream or laugh because it's really funny. It's a really funny situation I found myself in. I have a really good sense of humor. What'll happen is I'll get myself in a really fucky situation, and it's hard to not laugh because it's like, well.
Oh, I know the move.
Yeah, Addy, you did it again, Addy.
Yep.
Like, I feel like I'm in a fucking sitcom in these situations.
Oh, I know the mood. I know the mood.
Like the audience is laughing.
You can hear the laugh track.
Yeah, so immediately I'm like, we need to get out of here because this bitch has kicked at this point, she has kicked my bedroom door in. Like, completely destroyed it. She kicked in my sister's door. Like, this bitch has kicked in a few doors that we know of. So I don't know, to my knowledge, if she has the power to kick the front door in, but she might. So we're like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. So we're sneaking. I mean, we're like crawling on the floor because she's looking in the window and shit, trying to see us. And she's still the whole time cussing, beating on the window, beating on the door. I know you're fucking there. I know you're fucking there. Dead name, like fucking screaming.
Yeah.
And we sneak out the back door.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of fences. And then those fences lead into some woods. And if you follow the path, at the time there was woods, there's not anymore. But if you followed the path to the woods, you could get to Steven's house. So we're like, all right, we'll sneak out. We'll run down to Steven's house. And then she can't do nothing when we're at Steven's house.
Yeah.
She can't bust the door in at Steven's house. So, which is funny because it's like, if she would have busted the door into my dad's house, my dad would have called the fucking cops. So,
Yeah.
like, you know. We hop the gate. We're hopping like wire fences and shit. And we get like maybe like 2 houses down, and I hear the van start up. She knows. This bitch realized that we escaped. I don't know how she knew.
Yeah.
But it's like she could sense me. It's like she could sense that I had moved, and she was like,
she's rocking a T-pose.
dude, like, rocking a T-pose, hops in the van, still T-posing out. The van starts without her even touching the key. That's how mad she is. She manifests the van to start and drives and I mean speeds down the fucking drive and shit. Me and Steven are sprinting.
Yeah.
We're sprinting through the fucking woods, man. I gotta text Steven, like, do you fucking remember this story? We're sprinting through the fucking woods. We get to his back door, which is a slide door, and we run inside. Like, we had left it unlocked because I think we were there earlier that day.
Yeah.
So we run through the slide door, and at this point, his alarm is like going off. We didn't fuck with the alarm. He immediately runs to the front door because the front door is unlocked.
Yeah.
And at this point, my mom had run up to the door and went to open it, and he fucking.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this bitch was gonna get us, dude. Like, and he slams the door, and she starts.
It's literally like Ferris fucking Bueller.
Yeah,
like you're like, wah, what? You know, like you're they're gonna slow-mo down into a trampoline, okay? Like you're gonna be fucking tossing the fucking mannequin off your bed, you know? Like you're gonna fucking find the base. That's like fucking Steven is fucking a baseball. He's throwing the baseball at the lock to lock the door, you know?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It was like that close, and she's beating on the door. And she's like, you get out here right now. You fucking get out here, both of you right now. And Steven goes, get off my property, you bitch, before I call the cops. You ever, like, not been able to see someone's face?
But no.
But you can feel it.
Yeah.
You can I could feel her stare. She was making direct eye contact with me through a door. Like, she knew where I was standing, and she was somehow looking through the door at me and making eye contact.
Yes.
And I'm laughing at this point because I think it's really funny that Steven called her a bitch and we're going to get away with it. So we're both, ah!
Yeah.
And she finally fucking leaves.
Nice.
And I didn't get grounded, by the way.
Good.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think she ever brought it up again. Like, this is like a turning point moment for me.
Yeah. It's like when I sent those texts.
Yeah.
It's that moment where you're like, it's done. It's like, it's a break. It's broken.
Yes.
It's finally that last hanging Chad has been eliminated. Bush has been elected president.
Yes. Bush is president. The Supreme Court has fucking ruled to stop the fucking recount. Like,
Al Gore banged his gavel and signed his death warrant.
It's done. It was really funny. It was incredible. I don't think I heard from her for like 6 months after that. I think that was her way of getting back at me, which she didn't get back at me.
Yeah, that's a reward.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
I would have called. I'd be like, oh, I should have called her a bitch a long time ago. That's the reward I got.
So funny story. That's what Dad said when I told him that story.
I love your dad.
Because I didn't tell him that story for a long time.
I love your dad.
I was like, we were hanging out, got high, and I told him this story, and I was like, did I ever tell you the time I called my mom a bitch? And he was like, you know what? He is like real quiet, and he goes, your mom fucking told me about that. And he goes, so apparently she had called him and told him that I called her a bitch, and that I told her that you don't run this house. You don't get to ground me.
Yeah.
And Dad's response was, well, you don't. And she hung up the phone on him. Oh, man. I do love talking. I love talking with my dad about those scenarios now because he'll tell me like what actually happened.
Oh, the behind the scenes.
It's pretty funny.
See, I got those, but they were always like your dad wore panties and he wouldn't fuck me, so I told him to go slam his dick in the door. Mine are not fun. Like I called someone a bitch, and they're like, "Oh, we talked about Yeah. Yeah.
No, I understand. So you had a thing. You know, speaking of times past.
Yeah, times past. Back in the 90s. We're just going to ruin the 90s now, I guess.
The 90s are over, kids.
So, I'm going to be honest with you. I do think I may have made this mention. I think that, like, after I watch BoJack, I'm like, they're going to ruin 90s nostalgia before we can even ever enjoy it. And they're about to, everybody.
Yeah, it's why you and me are trying to hop on the 2000s nostalgia because they haven't fucking ruined that yet.
Yeah, because Lindsay Ellis is already on it. You know, that means they coming. Oh, Lord, they coming.
If the independent media is hitting it now, that means the mainstream will be about, 10 years behind, you'd say? Give or take?
Give or take. It might be faster now with the internet.
Yeah, maybe 5. I'd say between 5 and 10. Because 90s technically started, like, a minute back, but, like, it's only really, like, hitting now, I feel like. Like, the full force of it. Because I do remember there was like, fucking like little 90s, like when they started doing the Nickelodeon splat shit, that's when I knew like the 90s had started to come back. You remember that? Oh, fuck your face. What happened? Oh, no.
All right.
Liz is making a soy face.
Here we go. Is that a soy face?
I don't know. What is a soy face?
Oh, I thought soy face was like...
Oh, yeah. I think I used it wrong.
Is that soy?
Yeah, I think you're soy.
Yeah.
It's like the dick-sucking face. I always call it a dick-sucking face.
I think that's a soy face.
I think a soy face like... But, you say that, and I think
like
you're
a sour
right.
face.
Yeah.
This is more like a cringe. Oh my god! I wish I had never read it
The
and
Adam
seen it.
cringe.
Face. Yeah, it literally there was viscerally.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now think about Adam cringing. All right. So, when I was both growing up and in college, I loved that '70s show. Mostly just the first 5 seasons. I'll take season 6, season 7. Not really. Season 8 doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And I believe, because I had also watched the short-lived that '80s show, which was not good.
Yeah. I've heard not good things.
Yeah,
about
it was not good. But I had made jokes about them making of that '90s show. However, I didn't think that it would be what I'm about to tell you about. I thought that it would be like that '80s show, which would be like a whole new set of characters, and it would just be like the same vibe, but the '90s. I'm going to be honest with you. If they were going to do a reboot like that, I'd probably be like, I think it's lazy, but maybe you'll go somewhere with it. I'll check it out because there's potential to move.
You could do something with the '90s stuff.
Yeah,
more so than the '80s, I feel like.
Yeah.
You could do something with that.
Yeah, I feel like there is room to move. And they were like, what if we just... Netflix has assembled the young series of regular casts of that '90s show, a follow-up to the hit sitcom That '70s Show. This is from Deadline, by the way. The new group of 6 teenage friends in Point Place, Wisconsin will be led by... What do you think? All right, hold on. All right, so... The main character is the child of Donna and Eric.
Of course, even though that relationship should have not
happened. What do you think their child's name is?
Oh, Jesus. Francesca.
No.
I have no idea.
Leia.
Oh.
So Leia Foreman is going to be hanging out with her grandparents during the summer in Point Place, Wisconsin.
Did you have to drag them out of fucking retirement? Like what?
All original cast members.
How much money?
All original cast members.
I just need to know, like, how much money does it take for you to be like, all right, I'll do it again? Like,
how much are you working?
It's a fair point. I guess when you're a TV star especially, like, how much work do you really get after you have one hit show?
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like if you get a hit show, you're fucked, basically, on TV, right? Like, you can't really do much more than that unless you have another hit show.
Yeah.
Because there's always the expectation.
A lot of them will try to jump to movies, and it doesn't wind up working out.
No, TV's a different fucking format, man. It's just different. You have more time, so you can kind of... Movies are expedient. You got to be a little bit different with your acting. You got to show a little bit more, a little quicker, I think.
Yeah, I think, too, like, everything is laid bare. You know, when you make a movie, TV, you get a chance to again and again develop your craft. You get one shot with a movie to develop that character, and you can't really go back.
No. You got time to build with a show.
Here we go. I'll just read the description here. In That '90s Show, it's 1995 in Wisconsin, and Leia Foreman, daughter of Eric and Donna, is visiting her grandparents for the summer, where she bonds with a new generation of Point Place kids under the watchful eye of Kitty, who is returning as same actor, and the stern glare of Red, same character. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll never dies. It just changes clothes.
Boo! Fucking boo.
Let's see. Leia Foreman is smart like her mom, snarky like her dad. She's craving adventure.
So she's going to be a completely boring fucking character, basically, is what you're telling me, if they're just going to make her a version of both of those characters.
Together.
That's what they did with fucking, I only watched like an episode or two of it. That's what they did with that Girl Meets World show, and then they were like, communism is bad. we have to
Another
talk.
time?
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
to
but-
because I feel like. I mean, okay, no, I'll just say it because there's not much to
Oh,
it.
okay, fair.
Girl Meets World, the
Yeah.
shitty sequel series to Boy Meets World. I don't know why shows keep doing this. None of these end up like some of them work, I guess, but a lot of them don't.
No, I honestly can't think of one.
Fuller House, I guess, is somewhat successful, but it's only because it's on Netflix. If it wasn't on Netflix, it would not be popular.
I'm gonna
sorry.
be honest. I don't even think it's probably that good. I've not heard.
My sister likes it, but my sister likes trash.
Yeah, your sister likes trash. So
I don't know if like
you don't need to watch BoJack in order. I know that was her husband, but you don't need to watch like BoJack. It doesn't have any.
Oh my
like,
god.
You don't need to watch
you don't
BoJack
need to
in
watch.
order.
You don't need any context behind BoJack, and we're like on season 4 where you need all the context.
Where you
literally
need every single
ounce.
shred of context.
Like season 2, you can maybe get away with no context, maybe. Season 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, nope.
Yeah,
you need
no.
all of it,
You need all of that context.
every bit.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop, y'all.
Yeah.
We gotta stop.
You know, Girl Meets World, they had an episode where, because Corey's the teacher now. Yeah, he's the teacher, because that makes fucking sense, right? The stupidest fucking character is a teacher.
Be better if his brother was a teacher.
Right.
It'd be better if Eric was a teacher.
I would actually be more willing to watch that.
That'd be
that would
cool.
be entertaining.
Yeah.
It'd be good, and it would make sense. Full
It would
circle.
be. It would be. It would make
But
sense.
no, we can't have that.
Eric's connection with Mr. Feeney was
It was the best.
so much better.
It's arguably the best part of the show.
It
I
is.
don't give a fuck about Corey. He's an
It is.
awful main character.
No, he is. I don't care about any of those casts. Like I care a little bit about Sean, but I watched that show for
Yeah.
Eric. I fucking loved Will
Topanga,
Friedle.
like
So
occasionally.
yeah, she could be interesting. Except I won't have sex until marriage. Fucking one day I'm gonna fucking go the fuck off about bitches in the '90s not fucking. I'm gonna go the fuck off.
Yeah.
Fucking that
Topanga-
shit in 90210. Fuck.
We know Topanga was sucking Sean's dick. Just come on, guys. Just say it. Sean was cucking Corey. Like just
Hot.
Just say it.
Hot.
The show would have been
You
better.
know, some of my first sexual fantasies were about Eric from Boy
I
Meets
believe
World.
that.
Yeah,
Mine too.
Yeah, Will Friedle.
Not some
Yeah,
of my first, but I did have
Yeah.
a phase where I
him
really
and
wanted
Seth
to fuck
Green.
him.
They would be like my most.
Seth
That
Green.
like pre Green Day and Trey Cool. That was like my primary.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Seth Green's is a hottie.
He is. All right, you want to change a battery?
Yeah, let's swap the
All
battery out. Oh, did I say the communism thing?
Oh fuck, you
Yeah,
never.
I'll finish that real quick. No, Girl Meets World.
Yeah.
Corey's the teacher and shit. Fucking terrible decision. We both agree.
Yeah.
But he just goes on this rant. He like does this thing where he gives the 3 people who picked communism for a report like a lesser grade because he's like, well, no, it has to all be even. So actually, you guys get an F. Because you fail together because it's communism and only capitalism succeeds. I shit you not. We'll have to watch the clip after this, but it's garbage. Disney's going against communism, and let me tell you, they're doing it badly. If anything, you made more kids communist by making Corey Matthews the shittiest, most boring, wrong character.
Yeah.
Who's literally always wrong.
Always wrong.
Always wrong. You made him be the one to say communism's bad, which means communism good.
Yeah. We had to stop to change the battery, so it's like a different file on this side. But like you were talking about. Like, we're talking about, like, shitting in bags again. And talking about other shit. You were talking about, like, you had to pee in a can one time and you got pissed
did.
all over yourself. But you have another piss story.
Yeah, I do have a, well, it's not technically a piss
Oh,
story.
wait, you didn't do it in pee?
No, we did not do it in pee. So,
Maybe,
everyone,
I don't remember this story either.
we have a whiteboard in the room that we record in. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
will write ideas down for stories we want to tell. And I wrote on the board, drawing a dick in the snow, apologizing with muffins. And I actually have a muffin here, funny enough. So when I was in high school, me and Steven again, we were little shits. You know, Steven would come up with ideas for trouble. And I usually like to see how it was going to play out because I'm me. So I'd go along with it because I want to see. And ultimately, I knew I wasn't going to get grounded. Like, I wasn't going to get in trouble. Most I would get is, you can't come over here for a couple days. Okay, like, not a big deal. I'll go suck someone's dick. So we used to get a lot of snow when we were in high school. We went through like a phase where we got a shit ton of snow. It was like
Elementary school, too.
Yeah. Because I remember middle school was very sparse, too.
Yeah. No snow.
No
really.
snow in middle school, but like, yeah, elementary, we got a bunch of snow, and then in high school, we got a ton. And I remember there was like multiple winters in a row. It was like, snowpocalypse is coming. There was like 4 snowpocalypses in a row. It was the biggest snow. And it snowed a bunch. We were off school for like a couple days this time around. This would have been like maybe junior year. I was still maybe junior, maybe sophomore year. There was this kid that had moved into these homes. There was these like homes being built, like this construction area. And this kid was the son of the dude who had built all these homes. So the kid was a real dickhead. He was just a real snide asshole. He liked to make little comments and be really shitty whenever he could. And I don't remember what he said. He really pissed Steven off. He was like at Steven's house hanging out with his brother. And he said something to Steven that really pissed Steven off. Or he did something to Steven's computer. I can't remember what it was, but he did something that really made Steven mad. And Steven's like, fuck it. We're going to go get this kid. And I was like, all right, I hate this kid too. Fuck it, let's do it. Because, you know, it's high school and you're just going to go along with it.
Fuck it, you're saying it.
Fuck it, I'm saying it. Fuck this kid. So, I remember. This kid put a bunch of dicks in Steven's background of his computer.
Oh.
That's what it was. And Steven was going through his whole "am I gay" thing at this time because, like,
yeah.
It's mostly because I was gay and I just come out. And apparently, when you're a straight dude and you have a queer friend, you have to go through a whole fucking sexuality crisis when your queer friend comes out.
Okay.
Dude, oh my, so many dudes I was friends with were like, "What if I'm gay?" And I'm like, "Then that's your problem." Like, they go, "Why is this my problem?"
See, I got a bunch of girls being like, well, I think I'm gay. Can I test it on you? And I'm fucking stupid. So I'm like, yeah. And then all of them were like, I'm not actually gay. And I'm like, aw, sad.
You're like, damn it. I understand. There was a couple guys like that. Not many, but there was a couple guys that like you get like occasional hand job with. And then they're like, yeah, never mind. And it's like,
Yeah.
That's fair. Back then especially, because you're not allowed... They make it sound like if you experiment with the opposite sex, baby immediately. So you can't do that.
Yeah.
But, like, also, it's wrong to be gay. So you have to do this whole rigmarole where you're like, well, I'm not really gay. I'm just practicing to be straight. As you're like, you have a dick in your mouth. And, like,
This is what straight dudes do,
yeah,
right?
this is what straight guys, yeah. They like to know what it's like from the other side.
Yep.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Nom, 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 nom. So, like, put a bunch of dicks in his background. Like, for a straight dude, capital offense. So Steven's like, fuck that. We're going to get this guy. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. So we go down to his house, and it's like down a hill from where we were.
Okay.
And he's a big old driveway. And this dude in the snow, and the whole time I'm up on the hill watching him do this. I technically didn't have anything to do with this act itself. He wrote in the snow, in this big-ass driveway, using his fucking feet and a shovel. He wrote person's full name, sucks big black cocks, in the snow, and then drew a penis in their yard.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
That's a lot.
He took about 20 minutes to do it all.
Yeah.
And no one was home, so like he was comfortable doing this. He did it. He wrote this whole thing out, and we leave laughing.
You did not tell me this story. I thought this was a totally different story.
Fair. I might have told you the peeing in the home story.
Yes, that's what it was.
Because we did pee and like masturbate, and we're not going to talk about that. I feel like I could get a capital offense for that. I could get charged.
What's
for
the
that.
statute of limitations on masturbating in an unfinished house?
Yeah.
I don't know, Adrian. What's the statute of limitations on sucking dick in an unfinished house? I don't know. We're both criminals, then I suppose.
Sure. I feel like you can get away with that one though. Like society,
Breaking the law.
society
Breaking the
will
law.
accept you sucking a dick in a home. They will not accept me jerking off into the carpet in a home to get back at someone.
Oh, there was carpet where you were?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
look at
peed and
you.
jerked off on the carpet. Like yeah, we put some fluids in that unfinished home.
Yeah, where I went, there was no carpet. There was barely any walls,
they
and I was
were
like, "There's enough of a cover here. Take your dick out."
These homes were so done that we
no one's
turned
gonna
on
see your dick. It's gonna be in my mouth.
we turned on the water and got in the fucking jacuzzi tub. Like that's how finished these homes were. I shit you not. Yeah, me and Steven know how to turn on water mains. It's really easy. You just take the thing off. You take a wrench and you pop it left, and then the water works. That's the only way they can turn off the water is physically turning the pipe off. And it's really easy to turn the water on. And then when the city comes, they're like, did you do this? All you have to do is say no. And they can't prove that you actually fucked with it. So
Interesting.
yeah, it's how you can get away with the city is shutting your water off, basically. You just got to be smart about it. But yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, we would go in unfinished homes. If they had like a jacuzzi tub, we'd put trunks on and shit and fucking turn the water on. Hang on.
That does
jacuzzi
seem
tub.
maybe a little illegal.
Very illegal. So I might cut this. I might keep it because at this point, like that was well over a decade ago. Like no one's.
That was like what, 15 years ago?
Oh yeah,
at
fuck,
least.
it was. Oh my god, I'm even older than I thought.
Yeah, because if you were like a freshman or sophomore, yeah.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, 15.
Whole shit. Yeah. So yeah, 15 years ago. I can't imagine the statute of limitations are still good on that. You know what I mean?
There's gonna be someone listening. And they'll be like, when I moved into this home, I said to the realtor, it looks like there is jizz and piss on this carpet.
It smells like pee and jizz in here.
And the realtor's like, no, these homes have never been lived in. But you know what? God damn it, we're going to get like a lawsuit in like 7 years or some shit.
Honestly, it'd be really funny. I would challenge it. I'd be like, I just made up a story for the podcast. Because satire. Who knows what I told was true at all?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Then the dude. Okay, hold on. Then the dude's like me, and he like took pictures, and it's documented because it's in a fucking file cabinet.
He's been saving it.
It's in his crawl
because
he knows he's
about it for years.
Every day he thinks about it just a little bit.
What if this goes all the way to the courts? It goes far, and it looks like I'm going to lose the case. But then the test results come back, and it's someone else's jizz and piss. Like, multiple people went in there. So many people have jizzed and pissed in that room that they're like, well, it's inconclusive. There's too many jizzes and pisses.
Yeah.
And they have to let me go. How fucking funny would that be? Like, it goes like...
that's the jizz and piss house?
Yeah, like, it goes for years. Oh, because it would be at that point. It'd be a meme. Everyone would go to that house and be like, that's jizz and piss house. And they drive past it laughing.
That person's got to deal with jizz and piss house.
That person just burns their house down. Fucking sets their house on fire like they're fucking, I can't say the name. Spoiler alert, like they're Chuck from fucking Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Just burns it down around them. We can't prove without a shadow of a doubt this is their piss and jizz.
Yeah, it's just piss. It's just...
It's amalgamation of piss and jizz.
Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. So they're going to need a semen sample from you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To match.
Wait,
your semen's totally different now.
Right. I don't even have semen anymore, really.
Boom,
this shit's clear
done.
as fuck.
Fuck
And they're
law.
like, they look at the person like, well, this is clearly not.
We have evaded the long dick of the law.
Yeah, we've won.
We did it.
Take us to court. We're gonna beat you. Don't really though.
Oh my God.
We're
taking Steven to jail. He's the one who said that this person sucked big black cock.
Yeah, he is the one. So he wrote it down. We laugh about it. We leave. Now, see, the problem is with this plan that we did, is that Steven had used words and terminology that the other person had used in their joke. So it was very obvious that who did it. I mean, it was fucking obvious.
Yeah.
Clear as day. I remember telling him at the time they're going to know he did it.
No, it was you. Yeah.
And I was really comfortable thinking that I was fine.
Yeah.
I legit was like, I'm good. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I purposely stayed out of it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't get in trouble. I get a phone call later that night. At this point, like, I'd gone sledding with fucking my first boyfriend. Like, I'd done other shit this day. And I just get a call, and it's Steven. And he's like, so, guy's mother's over here. She was pissed.
Yeah.
Which, of course, I mean, I would be too. Like,
yeah.
if I had a kid and
if I
come home.
if I was an adult.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I would probably laugh. I'm not going to lie. I would actually, because I'm me, I would probably laugh, but I would also be like, that's fucked up. Don't do that to my kid.
I would be like, what happened?
Yeah.
I'd be like, what happened?
Kid, who are you beefing with?
What'd you do?
Now, if my kid told me that they'd put porn on someone's computer, I'd be like, all right, you need to go shovel that shit up then.
Yeah.
I would legit punish my kid for that. I'd be like, you know what, dude, if you're starting shit, this is the punishment, and you're not going to drag me down.
Yeah.
But I'm just a different kind of parent, I guess. I don't have kids, so it's very easy and comfortable for me to look down on all of you who do. And I do look down on all of you from my throne of money. So
what money?
the tiny trickle of money that I have over parents. Not much, because they actually get that fucking actually, no, it elapsed. So never mind, they don't get a child tax credit anymore.
Oh, okay.
You're in the poor boat with all of us. Welcome. Steven, being a piece of shit, I'm going to throw Steven under the bus for this one. Put my name up. Who did you do this with? You couldn't have done this to yourself. And he's like, oh, well, Adrian helped me. And I'm like, no, I did not. I did not fucking help you with this.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's like, we got to go apologize tomorrow morning. I was like, what do you mean we?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. And he's like, yeah, I kind of threw your name in it. And I was like, motherfucker, why? And he's just like, well, I didn't want to take the bullet alone. And I was like, so you fucking grabbed me too? So you put both of us in front of the fucking sniper shot? He would do shit like that all the time. The fact that I'm still free, he's lucky I'm still friends with him. I love that dude to death. But he did do a lot of fucking snaky shit to me back in the day. He doesn't anymore, mind you. But back in the day, he did a lot of not good things like that. So this motherfucker, He's like, all you got to do is go with me. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to, because I was just straight up like, I'm not going. Like, fuck you, I ain't going. And he was like, all right, I'm calling in a favor. I need you to go with me because I don't think I can deal with it alone. And I was like, well, you could just ask if I would do that instead of throwing me in the fucking boat with you, motherfucker. So ultimately, I agree to go with him for some reason because I'm stupid back then. Nowadays, I would have just been like, no, you're on your own, motherfucker. So this motherfucker, I go over in the morning, and he's baking muffins. He is, Steven can cook, actually.
Yeah, I remember. I know you've mentioned that to me
he's
in
a
the
really
past.
good cook. He made steak one time. It was delicious as fuck.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah.
That was what you told me,
This
yeah.
motherfucker made muffins. Like homemade muffins. Not out of a package. He made these himself. He made a bunch of them. He hasn't given all of them to them, but he's made like a thing for them. And I was like, motherfucker, are you making apology muffins for writing, he
This
sucks big black cock, like for the big black cock joke? And he's like, well, yeah. And I was just like, you're ridiculous. To me, this is the funniest thing ever. Like, I just think this is so funny, the concept of, like, I'm going to make muffins to apologize to this person's mom about writing that their son likes big black cock. Like, it's such a ridiculous scenario. I'm shocked I haven't told you the story before, dude. So we go over to her house, and she's being a condescending snide cunt.
Of course. Well, of course.
And at one point...
Well, it's such a big deal, after all.
Yeah, she makes mention, she goes... Both you harassing my son, and I raised my hand, and I said, I should be clear, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm here for moral support. And I was like, I didn't do shit, so you can gaze down at him. And I just sat there.
Yeah.
Just being there. Like, I'm not going to clear this up right now,
Yeah.
bitch. Don't be condescending to me, because I didn't do shit, and I will call you a cunt.
Of course, yeah.
So, it's funny, because I was this kid's best friend when we were younger. When I was in like first and second grade, I actually used to spend the night at this kid's house because he lived up the street from me.
That's crazy.
So she remembered me and hated me for some reason. So this motherfucker hands her the muffins. And dude, we got to sit through this whole fucking apology tour bullshit where she just keeps telling us how much we hurt her son. And I'm like, no, we didn't. Well, I just straight up, because Steven wasn't going to do this.
Yeah.
Steven wasn't going to take him to task. And I was like, well, your son started this. And she goes, well, that doesn't matter. I'll take care of my son. And I said, will you? I was like, are you going to? Steven's like, shut the fuck up. Because Steven, the whole thing is the reason we had to apologize is Steven was going to lose his car. I should have set this up. I apologize.
Oh.
Steven was going to get his car taken from him by his parents because it's high school still. So he's literally going to lose his car. So this must have been sophomore year then, freshman or sophomore year then, because he was still in high school.
Yeah.
He was going to lose his car if he didn't go apologize. Some motherfucker had to make muffins. And take a condescending bitch. And, like, we were going to make fun of her as soon as we left. Like, it ain't like the apology mattered. That was what always cracked me up about any time parents would make you go apologize. Like, do you think I'm going to learn anything from this? The only thing I'm going to learn is how to get better at hiding this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to learn to not do it. In fact, I'm going to do it twice as much because you made me come over here and apologize to this stupid cunt who didn't deserve an apology. And she didn't, and he didn't.
Yeah.
He started the shit by putting it on the committee. Like, I ain't saying Steven was right. He wasn't.
Yeah.
There is such a thing as what's the word I'm looking for here? Equal destruction. Like, you don't want to overblow it. You don't want to respond to someone shooting one person by dropping a fucking nuke on a country.
Yeah.
You want to do an appropriate level of response. Steven basically dropped a nuke when he could have got back in such an easier way.
Yeah, probably.
Steven was really bad about that. When we were younger, Steven was really big on just, like, setting the entire house on fire when he could have probably just, like, just told the person to fuck off.
Set a little dumpster fire in the backyard.
Yeah, it was much easier. So, yeah, we had to sit there and endure this bitch being like, you guys, the damage you've done. And my son gets so much. My son works so hard. And my son is such a good person. And I'm just like, who are you trying to convince, man? You or me? And I know I'm pissing her off the whole time because I'm just, at one point, I'm smirking. And she made comment to it. She goes, you can smirk all you want. And I was like, I will. Because once again, I'm not in trouble. Like, I did nothing wrong. And my dad thinks it's funny. My dad thinks what we did was the funniest thing I'd ever done.
I love your dad. Your dad's amazing.
My dad
when it comes to this shit,
my
it's
dad was
amazing.
not a hypocrite. My dad could be a piece of shit, like, right, slamming his foot through a fucking table and shit. But when I would come up to him and be like, so this happened. We had to go apologize.
We gotta go deal with this.
Steven wrote fucking, such
Big
and such,
black cock.
big black cock. My dad laughed for like 5 minutes straight. He thought it was so funny. And it is. It's a really funny story.
It is.
But yeah, we ended up leaving and then shit talking her. And then I think I went and sucked dick. Like that was the end of the tale of the big black cock. I hope. But speaking of big black cock.
Well, is it the end?
Yeah,
you
tell me, because you didn't mention much.
Okay.
You literally were just, I heard giggling, like more like not even like laughing, much like, what the fuck? Like this, like you were so excited about whatever this is. You need to tell me. I need to know about. You said Nancy Reagan.
So, let's see how did I come? Oh, so
speaking of Nancy Reagan.
Yeah. So we've been using Facebook Messenger as opposed to Instagram because I'm trying to use Instagram less.
Yeah, I noticed you've been kind of doing it like in the morning. And
yeah.
usually like right in the evening. I
yeah.
feel like you check in stuff.
Yeah. So it's just like I'm trying to get a little better about that. I might actually delete the whole app from my phone. I haven't decided yet.
Sometimes I had to do it with Facebook.
Yeah. So every once in a while, though, I'll check up at the top. It'll be like, this person's online. So I'll just click on their name and I'll take a look. And I saw a friend of ours, their post just had their boyfriend tagged. And then this is what I was talking about. And I was like, oh, it's a bunch of memes. And I clicked on it. And it's just this. It starts with this. It's a tweet from Classically Abby, Ben Shapiro's sister. Yes, you may.
All right. This is Madonna at 63. This is Nancy Reagan at 64. Trashy living versus classic living. Which version of yourself do you want to be? And it has a picture, let me see here, of Madonna laying in bed.
It's from that sexy photo shoot that everybody gave her a bunch of shit about.
Okay, so it's like she's supposed to be sexy in this photo shoot.
Yeah.
So she's doing good.
Yeah.
Great photo, actually. I like it. And then there's a picture of Nancy Reagan
with her family,
with like a bunch of mentally ill people, with the most mentally ill person standing right next to her. It's Ronald Reagan for anyone confused.
So Nancy Reagan's right there. Ronald Reagan's right there. So they're actually
right here, right?
Yeah, you said next to.
Yeah, he's next to her. It's her and him, right?
She's in the hat. She's 64. This woman's like 30 something.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just thought Nancy Reagan aged well. I'm fucking be honest
No.
with you. I was like, oh, Nancy Reagan aged very well. Is that his daughter or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So that happens. So Iggy Wisdom Freef Stardust replied to this tweet.
Yeah.
And I'm going to read this to you with my face. Before we get going,
take a hit.
I think that if you wouldn't mind, I think we need to take. Do you have any left for me? Do you think maybe?
Yeah, I'd say so.
You should, like, if it's the end, give me the end. If you're offering, it says the person who asked, because I think you're gonna need this hit for what I'm about to say. Nice. Right
through the mic, baby. I want all of you listening to get a little bit of high yourself. Whatever this is, let's fucking wrap it up. Let's fucking wrap this weed up so we can fucking hit whatever crazy story. Because if you're making me set up this much, it's gonna kill me. Lou does not do this lightly, guys. Anytime Lou does these things, it's because this is serious business.
So Ben Shapiro's sister compared Nancy Reagan to Madonna, saying Nancy's classy and Madonna is trashy. Then someone came up under there and revealed that Nancy was a throat goat back in the day. I'm talking dick dominator. So this is at the moment where you heard me scream and say what the fuck earlier. Don't worry. I have a few tabs open and about 30 memes here. So here we go.
No.
This is a tweet from Giabucci at Jabuki. Nancy Reagan having the best throat game in Hollywood feels like a Lana Del Rey lyric, but it's not. It's American history. So this was at the moment. Yeah.
World champion is sucking cock.
So at this point,
that's why people like the Reagans. I understand now.
So at this point, I immediately do a Google.
As you should.
So this is from white people, our white people Twitter on Reddit. Fun fact, Nancy Reagan was the throat goat of Hollywood. So the first comment is, I need backstory here. This person replied, Queen Stabagale, which is a fantastic username. Basically, classically, okay, so we explained the tweet. She was taking needless pot shots on Twitter. The denizens, oh, fuck me, I can't even say it. Yeah, of the internet made it their duty to remind everyone that prior to marrying Ronald Reagan, Nancy was considered the blowjob queen of Hollywood and was very popular on the MGM lot because of it.
The MGM lot. She's sucking dick. Hey, man, I got a 15. I'm going to go find Nancy real quick.
This was actually the comment I was looking for. The main proof is from Kitty Kelly's biography, of which Nancy Reagan claims that she was known as Just Say Yes Nancy before she was married to Reagan, adding she earned the nickname around the MGM lot for her great blowjobs and willingness to perform them. Kelly is an interesting writer because much of her work points prominent figures in unkind ways and is very prominently unofficial. So you could take it for what it is, I suppose. So I looked further.
You dropped down the Nancy Reagan dick-sucking queen, like, fucking rabbit hole.
Yes.
Like, you hit the iceberg.
I did. So let's see. Let's check out some more. Someone changed her Wikipedia. I don't know if it just says this. Let me check.
First throat goat.
Nancy. It's probably not like that anymore.
Not anymore.
Because this happened in like December, and I missed it. I straight up missed it. Yeah, it doesn't say that anymore. But oh my god. Okay, let's see here.
I don't know how I missed any of this discourse.
So apparently, rumor has it that she had a particular liking for one particular type of cock.
No.
I have just showed Adrian a picture
I'm
of
like Nancy Reagan. I have a gag reflex. Sorry.
Picture of Nancy Reagan looking admiringly at Ray Charles, and the tweet just says every pic of Nancy Reagan has new meaning. So
wait. The fucking drug war Reagans. The drug war Reagan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let it sink in.
Oh my god.
I knew you'd love it.
You think she was happy when old Ronald when old Ronnie finally passed?
I wonder if she sucked a lot of dick after he died.
That's Nancy Reagan. I'm sure she had plenty of doors open to suck dick. Although, how many black people would want Nancy? Actually, you know what? That might be a whole thing.
I didn't realize Nancy Reagan only died in 2016.
I remember that being like a big, because there was like a bunch of people that died in 2016. I remember her being one of them. But there was so many people that died in 2016. I mean, it's kind of hard to keep track.
So Ronald Reagan died in 2004.
I remember sitting in my grandmother's kitchen when that was announced, funny enough, because my grandmother was like, about fucking time.
So, do you think that Nancy Reagan sucked Bill Clinton's dick? That was my first thought. I'm not going to lie to you. My first thought was after Ronald Reagan died, did Nancy Reagan... Like, would Bill Clinton want a blowjob from Nancy Reagan?
I feel like Bill Clinton was into younger.
Yeah, that's my thing, but also...
It's
Nancy fucking Reagan.
Well, see, that was my thing.
Like, if I got a dick, that's the mouth.
Like...
That is the mouth.
Obviously, I am
TM.
I am white, obviously.
Yeah.
But if I and an NB. But
listen, I think that Nancy Reagan will go for anything, even if she doesn't have a preference.
No. I totally get that. But
scenario.
what I'm saying is, if I was a black man, I would definitely want Nancy Reagan to suck my dick.
Oh, for
it's
sure.
like the Reagans fucked them so hard.
Oh, for sure.
It's like that's the best revenge you're gonna
Oh
get.
yeah. You're going to choke her out.
Yeah, coming right in Nancy Reagan's fucking throat when she's least expecting it. Like, not even telling her. Not even patting her on the head. Bring it on, Republicans. It'd be funny if the left cancels us.
They're like,
that's
inappropriate.
sexual shaming or something. I don't fucking know.
Inappropriate.
Fuck you guys, too. Bring it on.
So...
# Vosh is rising.
Bosch is rising.
So there's this lame ass fucking this dude. I don't remember. It's like Jackson Hinkle or something.
Oh, okay.
He's like a debater, and I use that term lightly.
Yeah.
He's very bad. And he'll just scream "Infrared Rising," which is another streamer's name. It's really cringe. So just that was just me being cringe back with Bosch though.
Oh, okay. So all right. Too Short is a rapper. I don't know. I am uneducated.
I'm aware of the name, but I don't know much beyond that.
Too Short told us about Nancy Reagan in 1989. Here is the verse. Ronald Reagan came up to me and said, "Do you have the answer to the U.S. economy and a cure for cancer?" I said, "What are you doing in the White House if you're not selling cocaine?" What I love is I've never heard this song, so I'm reading it as though it's like a book.
Yeah.
But so I apologize if I'm being offensive by not being in time.
You're just really white. You're good.
Ask your wife, Nancy Reagan. I know she'll spit that game. Like one night she came to my house and gave me a blowjob. She licked my dick up and down like it was corn on the cob. Which, why would you lick corn on the cob like that?
I mean,
I've got questions. For this
listen.
person.
Ask Ryan. Ryan likes corn on the cob, right?
Yes, he does not like canned corn. I don't.
What if like
That
the
is
first time you
offensive.
see Ryan
What are you,
eating
Tyler?
like corn on the cob,
Are you Tyler?
he's just doing that.
Like it's a fucking ice cream cone?
And you're like, why are you doing that? And he's just like, this is the best way to eat corn. And he's like, your face, the look of disgust on your face is wonderful. Yeah, like I'm Tyler with a clit.
Yeah, is it Tyler sucking a dick? Okay.
Ryan, do you eat corn on the cob like this? Or like
This one's gonna kill you.
There's so many good memes. Oh my god.
This one says every person it says every N-word. I was gonna say person, but it's not as funny.
Yeah.
Coming off the MGM lot when Nancy Reagan was on set, it's just like I think it's John Mount. No. Oh, what is that from? I know what that is from. It's some dude like coming out of a trailer and like almost like falling down.
Yeah, all frazzled looking.
Yeah, very JPEG. Ben Shapiro's sister tried to slut shame Madonna and inadvertently caused all of Twitter to learn that Nancy Reagan has a Gluck Gluck 9000. America is back, baby. What fucking world? I had a moment where I phased out of reality and I was like, oh no, I gotta go back. I had a moment where I left my body and I was like, and I came back and like, oh god, this is the fucking timeline where Nancy Reagan sucks big black dick. Which, yay, but also like, goddamn, everything just keeps getting worse.
I don't know. I think that's better.
That's fair.
That's honestly the best thing that's happened in like about 15 years.
I'm just like, I think what I mean is not worse. Like, everything keeps getting more bizarre.
It does.
I expected
Everything's meme.
I
It's meme
expected
time.
more order, and things keep becoming less and less orderly.
Ever since 2016, and really the ramp up 2014.
Yeah.
Everything's just been a meme.
Once Gamergate, I feel like once Obama got elected the second time and Gamergate happened, like the innocence was lost.
Yeah.
It was the last.
The right just went fucking crazy, really, is what
it
it
did.
was. Like, the right lost their fucking shit after Obama won, and then they started going after the SJWs and shit. Like, it became, like, a big thing. Big old thing, jump all over the SJWs, and then we learned, like, oh, those guys are actually Nazis. Not all of them, obviously, but, like, there was more Nazis than we were comfortable.
Not Nazis, yeah.
Because, like H3, iDubbbz, they're not Nazis.
No.
They talked about this stuff.
Yeah.
Adam... There's a bunch of people who like poked fun at it who are not Nazis, but there's also like Sargon of Akkad, a Nazi, into ethno states. Like, you know, that makes. I'm sorry that I know that doesn't make you a literal Nazi, but you're a Nazi.
Also,
you're a Nazi. Yeah.
Also,
shorthand, you're a Nazi. I just gotta say, I love when the right puts their foot in their fucking mouths. Oh, Madonna, you slut, and fucking Nancy's here just chugging cock. Just sucking dick all up in the MGM. Nancy Reagan is showing up to your set to suck your dick.
All right, so do we pay the ghost of Nancy Reagan to come back
And suck our dicks?
and suck our dicks? But
She wouldn't be into
hold
it.
on. Back up. Do we pay ghost Nancy Reagan to come back and suck Taylor Lautner's dick, who is hanging out on a set with us.
Well, yeah, that's the least we could do.
Okay,
Taylor Lautner.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, because Nancy Reagan's gonna know how to give head.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
so I think Taylor
obviously.
Lautner will be happy with it.
Yeah,
I think that's a good gift to give him.
I mean, we're already traumatizing Taylor Lautner for hanging out on set.
Yeah.
We're helping Taylor, guys. We're helping Taylor work through it. It's therapy, okay? It's a multi-step process. Just keep at it. We'll see where Taylor ends up. But yeah, we're going to get Taylor a blowjob from Nancy Reagan's ghost. You know, I think you get like at least a one-time shot with that. Like you summon Nancy Reagan.
Hashtag ghosty blowy for Taylor.
Ghosty blowy for Taylor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So I got a finisher for you.
Yeah.
This is the final meme of the evening.
Oh, fuck.
That's a real photo. I swear. I've seen it before this.
His face. I'm sorry, but Mr. T. Okay, it's Mr. T in a Santa outfit.
Yeah.
Kinda. It's Mr. T's Santa outfit.
It's Mr. T Santa.
Yeah, and Nancy Reagan is sitting on his lap, kissing his forehead. And
it looks like a very innocent photo until today.
It also looks like she's saying something to him because his face is like he is reacting to something.
That's fair. Yeah.
He looks like he just
when
heard
my
something.
husband dies, I'm gonna suck your dick clean off your body.
She's just like, meet me in the staff lounges. I'm gonna suck that Mr. T dick. I'm gonna suck that D, Mr. T. Gonna suck that D, Mr. T. You think she sucked it? You think she blew Mr. T after this picture? You think like the moment it snapped, they got up and she's like, "Oh, Ronnie, I just gotta head out," and he's like drooling because he's brain dead at this point. And fucking Mr. T is just like, "I pity a fool who gets in my way of getting my dick sucked by Nancy Reagan." And that's the episode of WASM for this week, everyone. Good night.
Bye.